start to lose that impatience. That's why that Kevin Samuels, that high value man, that Andrew Tate, those are just stumbling blocks. Because that's something that's going to entice you to try to make some money. Oh, I need to start a business. Or I need to get a better job. I need to do this. I want to be on a Learjet. How come I can't have a Phantom? You know? And that's where then people are going to start putting their energy into that. And that's going to get them out of the way. Because you can't serve two masters, man. Because then you're going to love one and you're going to hate the other. And then what does it talk about? It talks about mammon, which is money, right? So a lot of you people, you got caught up in those stumbling blocks, trying to chase the bag, man, instead of trying to chase the real bag, which is that spiritual bank account, man.
And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it, and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100.
Yeah, so Yahweh Shah we be those that fell on good ground, man. Because I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for myself right now. I believe, and I expect everybody that is with me that they believe too, man. And it's not because they say, oh, I believe, or, you know, they come out here and, you know, preach the word. It's because I know they have faith because they displayed faith by their actions, man. The things that they went through, you know, and the things that they overcame and were resilient about, you know, I see that through their actions, man. So you have to have faith and you have to have works, man. Those are the men that are sown in good ground, man. Y'all being nourished by the Spirit of Yahweh, by Shimmy outside, the brotherhood, you know, and no matter what happens, they fall out, they separate, the true men of the Lord always gravitate back to each other, man. So I got one in my hand too.
All kind of sticks. Chopsticks. Yeah, go back to that second instance. Alright.
Back in 2 Ezra 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and will now see as part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
I was just being too.
These are reading glasses, so you can't really see far away.
So you measure the time diligently, you know, and you read the scriptures, you see all kinds of prophecies that have come to pass already. You know, Yahweh Shai coming on the scene, you know, getting put on the cross. That was a prophecy that was written up in the Old Testament. It came true. Okay, the diaspora, you know, 70 AD. Jake losing their heritage, Jake gaining their heritage back, you know, the elect being uplifted, the knowledge being, you know, poured out into the world, you know, the Spirit, you know, entering into men, and these camps springing up all over the place. These are all prophecies that are taking place. World War III, okay, economic collapse, you know, Babylon, the beast, the European Union, the two world wars before this third world war that's coming, you know, nuclear missiles, all these things. In Daniel it talks about what people shall run to and fro in the earth, you know, the Roman Empire, all these different empires that came and went, Babylon, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, the rebirth of the Roman Empire. All these things have happened now. So that's how you're measuring the time. And you see, okay, the earth is descending into madness. Babylon has become a habitation of devils. Man, look at all these people are plugged out. Okay, nobody believes in the Lord, even in even in a Christian sense. You know, majority of people don't believe in God, bro. You know, they think the Bible's a joke. You know, in the last days, scoffers shall be walking to and fro on the earth. So all these things are coming to pass, man. The technology that we have now, everything that's going on today, man, shows you that we're in the end times. That's how we're measuring things. You know, Elon Musk putting microchips in people's brains.
You like the forefront of that.
Yeah.
The front runner or whatever.
Mr. fucking SpaceX trying to go to Mars and shit. Yeah. So that's measuring the time diligently, man. Just seeing the time that you're in. You know, everything is controlled by Esau Edom, man. The media, right? The money, the entertainment. It's all, everything around you is controlled by Esau, man. The food, the transit, everything, bro. Housing, food, shelter, all that. Electricity, you know, water, clean water.
Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
And we're still in the beginnings of sorrows, man. Things are gonna keep on eating up. It's just gonna keep getting worse and worse. You're gonna see more and more riots, murders. You're gonna see more serial killers, false prophets. Shit is gonna just keep getting crazier, man. Higher prices, less food, you know, less gas, you know, supply shortages to the point where people are gonna be starving, man. There's gonna be places in America that's just gonna be through, man. All right, you know, and more people out of that, the more the furnace heats up, the more people are going to wake up. The more people are going to be seeking higher power.
Yeah. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago.
Yeah, there's going to be eventually there's going to be a time when the word is going to be taken out, you know. Brothers ain't going to be able to preach anymore. You know, and it's just going to be complete madness out here.
It says iniquity shall be increased.
Oh, yeah. And that's what is happening now.
Yeah, like we're on our way here. And a man got put to death by his own woman. She stabbed him to death because he looked at her phone and found out she made an OnlyFans account. That's iniquity about me, man. Okay? Iniquity is wickedness, man. And for a woman to have a man and her going and fucking around on her man, that's wickedness, man. That's sin. And he was doing something righteous. Probably rebuked her like, what the fuck is this? And what she did, because she got embarrassed and knew what she did was wrong, confronted him with violence, man. Because iniquity is abounding, it's flourishing, it's increasing. That's why Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to destroy this fucking place, man. Because the people here are fucking wicked, man. Alright? Besides the brothers with the word and their families, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will destroy everybody else, man. And we wouldn't have it any other way. All right? Because it's enough, man. It's enough. All right, we wake up every day just to be faced with bullshit, man. With wickedness, man. We're tired of it. The Lord created a balance. Okay, good is against evil. You know? There's that duality. And the spectrum that we believe in, that we want, is righteousness to abound.
That's like brothers always say, a lot of women are going to get put to death.
Bro, it said 2 parts and it shall be cut off and die. The majority of people on the earth are women. So the majority of the nation of Israel that's going to get cut off and die are women, man.
And that's something that she said. Only 1/3 of them be saved.
And it's righteous, man, because we don't need the Israelite woman, man. We go fuck with Moab. We go fuck with Elam. The Papa Elamite woman bring back Jacob. Alright? The woman of our nation.
We don't need the American woman.
We don't need none of these others.
Because even these 2/3, they're calling themselves passport boys now, leaving the woman, man. One brother was alluding to the fact that Most High set everything up so we could be more focused on him. Put that wicked ass spirit on these women so brothers have an excuse not to even want a woman because of the way they are, man.
Yeah.
So now we're more focused on the real woman, which is Sophia, man. This wisdom. We're trying to be oppressive to Sophia, man.
Like in 2 Ezra 9:5, for like all that is made in the world hath a beginning and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed.
That's what you gotta have. You gotta have faith and work. You know? Because, and look, if you know that you're an Israelite, but that's as far as you go, that's not really faith or works. You know? You have to actually seek Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You gotta be seeking the Lord's love, man. You gotta be praying to the Lord, man. You gotta be active. You know what I'm saying?
What happened to that one individual? He thought he had faith. He was an Israelite. He's calling on the name or whatever. But the police still dragged his ass out of the car.
And they broke the windows.
Broke the windows. He grabbed it.
He was being wicked. Here it is. He calls himself an Israelite. If you were an Israelite, when the cop comes to your window, you roll that motherfucker down and you give him your license, and you don't give that Edomite no shit. Because you know, as it says in the scripture, he carried not the sword in vain. This motherfucker will go upside your head.
This is Romans chapter 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
This is what a lot of you jakes need to understand. This is what a lot of you jakes need to understand. You like, man, there's so many incidents that happen, you know, and just out of ignorance, man. Just out of ignorance, there's so many incidents that happen to you Israelites, bro, because you don't understand this one simple thing. Go ahead.
For there is no power but of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai.
There is no power but of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. I mean, the Lord put this devil in power, bro. Go ahead. And he put him in power because we sinned. Go ahead.
The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, who Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of Yahweh.
Right, so if you call yourself an Israelite, but then here comes the man that the Lord ordained as a power over you, and you're going to start calling him a devil and a demon, cussing him out and shit. Go ahead.
It says, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
They that resist shall receive to themselves. That means Esau's going to go upside your fucking head, man. Go ahead.
For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain.
There you go. So you start acting crazy with this man, you might end up getting shot. You might get your fucking head blown off. And that's the thing. And Esau is scared of you, Jake, man.
Basically, it says that in Scripture.
Yeah, so you start acting a certain way around this guy. He's already coming into this shit with anxiety most of the time. These fucking cops are, especially when they're dealing with you, Jake, because they're expecting some madness.
So, comments one more line. It says, for he is the minister of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
Now, obviously, if Esau is trying to get you to take the chip, obviously you don't do that, right? But there's a difference between a traffic stop and this motherfucker trying to force the market of Esau, right?
This is Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger.
Yeah.
The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools pour out foolishness.
Right, man. So, you know, you got these people, you got these Jakes that are, you know, they're certified lawyers, man. You know what I mean? They pass the bar exam and everything. They know all the laws. You know, I don't gotta roll down my window. I don't gotta show you my ID. I don't have to talk. All you're doing is you're just building this man's hatred for you up in his mind, to the point where he breaks your window, pulls you out of the car in front of your wife and kids, and beats the fucking snot out of you.
It don't matter if you know Black's law or not, man.
This Matthew 5 and 25, agree with thine adversary quickly while thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison.
Right, and you do your thing, you know, you do things the right way. You know, Esau's gonna be a demon, he's gonna be a demon. But at least you probably won't get your face blown off, and you probably won't get your skull cracked open.
Put it into a worse situation.
Yeah.
Where you gotta go to the magistrate.
It's like, okay, here, this thing happened to you and it's unjust. But this guy, he bears the sword. You know? Motherfucker got a gun on his hip. I ain't arguing with this guy.
Yeah, a lot of the times, if it's a simple like traffic stop and you're cool with the cop, you know, you're not acting like a maniac, you give a soft answer, you agree with them. Hey, a lot of times he'll just let you go. Hey, you know, the Lord could just put the spirit on him to just be like, hey, just let him go. You know, he's being cool. You know, he's not acting like a maniac.
And then there's times where, you know, Jake gets wrongfully persecuted by some devil cop, and then you end up suing you can end up suing the city or whatever and getting a bunch of money out of it. So, I mean, you never know.
Yeah, but if you're in the spirit, you're gonna be moved by the spirit, man. And you're gonna be wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove, too. So you're gonna know how to move by, you know, knowing these scriptures and applying these scriptures. But if you just, especially in these times too, you know, Jake kind of gets that spirit like, man, we won already. Fuck Esau. They look at the prophecies, they're like, yeah, guys finished already. We're not on the chariots yet, man. You know, so if you do get stopped by the police, let them run their investigation. You ain't gotta be, what are you, Donnie Brasco, some macho man nigga, mouthing off to the police. You know, just as the brother said in the scriptures, agree with our adversary quickly, man. Because what it also says in the scriptures, you don't carry that sword in vain, man. You know, these police will blow you niggas away, especially with them doing evictions. They're gonna start doing evictions and evicting you niggas, man. I know you niggas is gonna put up a fight. Oh, you fuck you pig, fuck you donut shop, dwelling motherfucker. Yeah, you niggas know, and they're already on edge, taking steroids, roided up, mad at their woman.
There's gonna be a lot of deaths when they start evicting people like that. There's gonna be a lot of shootings.
Man, police is already trigger happy. They don't pull out that tasers. They don't pull out the taser gun on you niggas. They go right for the government issue. They go right for the Beretta, man.
The standard issue.
You know, because really, what if have the tasers on the left hand, depending on their evidence. That's the non-lethal for non-Jake.
I thought it was my taser.
The right side is just for you Jakes, man. For you so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans, man. Because they look at you like animals, they want to put you down like one, man. And then send the pictures among their buddies and laugh at you niggas deaths, man.
Back in 2nd Ezra 9 and 8, 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils.
Shall be preserved from the said perils, man. Again, faith. You have to believe these things. You got to go into this thing, okay, knowing that the Lord is going to deliver you. All right. He's going. However it happens, it's going to happen. Okay, everything's gonna be fine. That's what you got. Hey, that's why what Yahweh Shai always say. Anytime he started talking about the end, he always tell the disciples, "Fear not. Don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid of none of this stuff. It's gonna be all right."
If you could say that, then that's something we need to believe.
Yeah. Hey, man, he's the man.
That's what we need to believe.
Yahweh Shai is the man. If he tell you, "Look, I got you," you believe in the man.
And it's not just one place in the scriptures that says it. It's all throughout the scriptures.
All throughout the scriptures. But Most High and Yahweh Shai throughout the scriptures tell you, I got you. You're going to be okay. I got you.
I believe that too, man.
That's what you got to believe. Hey, man, we're going to be fine, bro. We're going to be fine. It's these people that's going to be all jacked up, man. We're going to be experiencing horrific deaths, man. Horrific deaths. I'll just say it like that. That's what a lot of majority of people are going to be experiencing. You know, and it might even be people that's close to you that you care about. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine, okay? Because they're still going to receive salvation. They just got to go through. They just got to get it the hard way. But they're still going to. You got to think in eternity terms. Think everlasting life terms. Don't think ahead of the game. Don't think about short term. Think about long term. Everybody's gonna come back. It's all gonna be okay. And they ain't never gonna have to go through this shit again. Go ahead.
Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
Right, so you don't want to do that. You don't want to be that. Go ahead.
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it, the same must know it after death by pain. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
Right. The gates of mercy are still open, man. Place day, man, it's still here, man. You know, it's just looking darker and darker. It's looking more and more grim. But it's still here. You know, the Lord still got you still got a chance, man.
It's almost like you're in a dark room, but the hallway light is on and your door's cracked.
Yeah.
So there's just like a slither of light shining. That shit closing though.
And you better run. You better run.
Like some of the movies where they're trying to beat the gate from closing. They gotta roll inside the fucking gate before it slams shut on their ass. Yeah, man.
We're still out here. How about you know, Shy still got, you know, still got some little bit of time, you know. Yep.
There's Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord Yahweh while he may be found.
Yep.
Call ye upon him while he is near.
And he is near. You know, you can hear the words. You know, people walk past and you hear it. That lady stood right in front of us and was listening to the word, man. It's right here, bro. It's all over the internet. It's still right here. You know, it's crazy how the Lord. Hey, man, it tells you the Lord put. Hey, man, the Lord sent the prophets. You know, that's mercy. You know, it's crazy how, you know, people just pass the opportunity right up. They can't even see what's right in front of them, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that we are the prophets, man.
Yep.
And that's how Most High is speaking to you people. I got a quick precept on that.
Yeah.
This is from Luke chapter 1, verse 21. I'm just getting to the point. Nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of Yahweh our power, according to all the words of the prophets whom he sent unto us. But every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart, to serve strange powers and to do evil in the sight of Yahweh our power. So the Most High is speaking to you through us. You know, as insignificant as we are, you know, because we give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. But nonetheless, he's, you know, he chose the, what does it say in the scripture? He chose the foolish things. You know, you look at us like a lot of people call us bums. You know, niggas out there wearing them dresses. Whatever fucking comes out of the raggedy mouth of the niggas, man. You know? We endure all those things up.
Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, and it may give seed to the sower, and the bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
There you go. That's what the Lord sent out the word for, is for Jacob to repent, man. And it's going to prophets. Like, hey, the elect are going to repent. He sent out the word. The elect are the word is gonna do what the Lord sent it out to do. You know, at the the end of the day, the elect are going to repent, man. You know? We're just out here spreading the message. You know? If you want to be rebellious, then it's fine, man. You're going to be destroyed. But if you want to be delivered, then you're going to have to repent and worship Yahweh, seek Him outside, man. While He still may be around, while He's near. Anything else really want to do? Alright, so with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, our Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and shalom to the holy elect.
Shalom. Shalom.